Little-known respiratory virus is sweeping the nation.
Nat, stop it.
With case numbers surging, the human metapneumovirus
Nat, stop it.
is HMPV. It's mostly prominent in New South Wales.
Nat, stop it.
The latest data shows it was detected in 1,168 people for the week ending September 17th. It's most worrying for kids under 5 and the elderly.
Nat, stop it.
For more, I'm joined by Sunrise GP Dr Ginny Mansberg. Good morning to you.
Hey.
Dr Ginny Mansberg. Ginny, just how common are these cardiac arrests on the footy field?
I've never heard of it. What is it?
Nat, stop it.
The human metapneumovirus in a lot of people will just be like a cold. But for little children, particularly those who either have asthma or are going to develop asthma, because we can't diagnose it till they're 2, it can go beyond the upper respiratory tree and go down to the lungs and cause either bronchitis or pneumonia. And that's when kids get into trouble and end up in hospital. And in a season of metapneumovirus, we can actually have quite a large proportion of the kids in hospital having that particular virus.
So if your kid is sick, should you get them tested for this?
Nat, stop it.
Look, if you want to get them tested to find out if they've got flu or if they've got, COVID or something like that, that's an option for you. Not that we're going to treat them differently. We treat sick kids the same, regardless of what is causing it. So if your child can't breathe properly or they're getting dehydrated because they can't keep their fluids down because they're coughing so much, they need to be in hospital regardless of the cause. So if you want to get them tested, feel free. What you don't need is antibiotics, because this is still a virus. It's not caused by bacteria and it won't respond to antibiotics.
So it's only if your kid is susceptible to asthma
Nat, stop it.
that this would really affect them badly.
Yeah, so what we're finding is vulnerable children who are very prone to getting things on their airways are particularly likely to run into trouble with pneumonia and bronchitis. Sometimes it's other kids as well, but it's mostly those between 6 months of 5 and 5 years of age who are running into a lot of trouble with this. A lot of them it'll just be like a cold.
What about the elderly? It's affecting them too.
Nat, stop it.
Yeah, so the elderly and people with immune compromise, they're always the same culprits who can run into problems with something that might cause a cold to you and I, but will actually make them really quite sick as well.
So would the flu vaccine prevent this?
Nat, stop it.
No, they're completely different viruses. That's the problem, is we're just going to need so many vaccines. We're just going to need so many vaccines. We're just going to need so many vaccines.
We're just going to need so many vaccines.
We're just going to need so many vaccines.
That's the problem, is we're just going to need so many vaccines. We're developing one against RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. We've got one against the flu. We've got one against COVID. It'd be really great to combine them all eventually and have one vaccine that does all the viruses, but right now we don't even have one against this one.
Right, so be aware.
Nat, stop it.
Right, so be aware.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny.
Nat, stop it.
Experts say the best way to mitigate future outbreaks is by keeping up with vaccination.
What if I get sick from a colleague here that's unvaccinated, even though I'm vaccinated?
It's just science, eh?
Mind-blowing, isn't it?